Welcome back to the channel, you absolute sweats. We've got a fun and exciting video for you today. We're going to be talking about all the mounts that you can currently farm right now in the War Within, and a few mentions of some mounts coming with season release. But let's get straight to it. I'm going to tell you the easiest ways to get these mounts. So if you like this kind of content, please drop a like and comment below what your favorite mount is this expansion, and make sure to check us out over on twitch.tv/BiggySweats. Now, I have done a separate video on Siesbarg, but I don't want to leave it out of this video. So I'll just quickly run over on how to get the Siesbarg mount, because a lot of people are still farming for it, so I'll let you know how to get it. So the Siesbarg mount is linked to a quest chain that is started by killing the rare Takathat in Azkahet. I'll pop the location on screen for you here. Kill this rare and he will drop the vial of Takathat's blood, which starts the quest chain. From here, all you need to do is follow the quest chain, but a warning to you, it is a very grindy quest, so you will start by grinding out 1500 or 1500 Nerubian chitin. I'm hoping I'm saying this right, because I said chitin last time, and I've been rinsed for it in the comments. And the best farm for this right now is down in the caves in the Isle of Dawn. I'll pop the location on the map, but if you go ahead and join a group, this hyper spawn farm will get you the chitin the fastest way. Once you have your chitin, the next part of the quest is to farm for 1000 Nerubian venom. Again, this drops from the same mobs, so just head back there and keep farming. And finally, you'll be asked to collect 500 Nerubian blood. This will only drop from ascended or bipedal Nerubians and Skyrazers. The best place to find these are in the City of Threads, ideally around the Transformatory. You can make a group for this to farm, or another way to do it is go into the follower dungeon of Arakara, City of Echoes, and kill every mob in there. So it really just depends if you want to group up or do it solo. And after that, go and hand in your quest and you will have your lovely new Siesbarg mount. Next up is the one and only Alunira. This is a beautiful mount, because part of this grind also helps if you're doing the Siesbarg mount that can link together. So Alunira is a special rare that spawns at the peak of Dar Aztan Mountain in the Isle of Dawn. But she has a huge shield that makes her immune to all attacks called Protective Storm Shroud. So how do we break this shield? Well, you have to go on a lengthy task of collecting 10 crackling shards. Now, this isn't an easy task. Some may say it's harder than Siesbarg, but it's really luck dependent. They said the chances are about 1 in 2000 mobs killed. Whether that's been nerfed or not, I'm not sure. So any mobs in the Isle of Dawn can drop crackling shards, but you could be farming for a long while, which is why when you're farming for the Siesbarg mount, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here and get yourself some crackling shards. If you have the patience, just keep farming and you'll eventually get your 10 shards. Once you have 10, you can click on the item to combine them into the storm vessel, which if you head up to the mountains and use on Alunira, it will get rid of her shield and you can easily solo her, meaning kill her. Do not do this in a group, because if multiple people use the vessel, only one person will get the mount. So just do it solo. It's not hard at all. Just make sure to bring some pots with you and you'll be good to go. After that, you will loot and get the beautiful Alunira mount. I think I said the name differently 3 times in that, so I apologize. Now, the next mount also helps when farming both of the mounts just mentioned, because it's all in the same area and it's all about killing mobs. So you can really be on a roll here if you're doing these 3 mount farms. The Soaring Meaderbee mount is an awesome little mount that you can purchase from a vendor in the Isle of Dawn using a currency Sizzling Cinder Pollen. You will need 900 of these and you can obtain them by killing bee mobs around this area. It's pretty much next to the cave where you farm for the Siesbarg mount. This farm isn't too bad, so get in a group together. Try and make sure to get a tank and a healer though, because they do hit hard, and I wouldn't recommend doing this solo or with just DPS. Once you have your 900 Sizzling Cinder Pollen, you can head to the vendor here and exchange it for your lovely new Soaring Meaderbee mount. Hopefully you'll find some crackling shards by doing this too. This is actually one of my favorite mounts. I love the bee mounts in WoW. Next, we have Beladar, and this guy is elusive as hell. I've been trying every day I can to get this guy. Now, this is a really cool looking mount. I haven't had a chance to obtain it yet, but I'm trying every day, like I just said. It's a rare drop, so let's talk about what you have to do to try and get yourself a chance of getting this mount. Now, Beladar only spawns when it's dark in Hallowfall. This happens every 3 hours. Now, the easiest way to track this is if you go onto Wowhead, and on the front page, they have a Beladar timer that lets you know when it's light versus when it's dark. There's probably also a weak aura that you can get. Also, if the crystal in Hallerfall is dark purple, that means that Beladar is up. Now, finding Beladar is slightly more difficult, as you can spawn in multiple different locations. I think it's 20 different locations. I would advise to get a map add-on, Handy Note, Zygors, TomTom, something like that. My preferred way is to join a Beladar group just before the spawn timer and have everyone sit in these spawn locations. Then once someone has found it, they can pin it on the map and everyone can head over there and kill Beladar. I haven't had a bad experience doing this in groups yet, so hopefully this will be the best way for you too. Once you kill Beladar, it is not a guaranteed drop, so you have to keep trying once a day on different characters, and hopefully you will get this mount. Now let's talk about Ol'Mole Rufus mount. This is a sweet looking mount. In order to get it, you will have to spawn a rare called the Lurker of the Deeps. Now, in order to spawn this rare, you will need to get a group together and locate 5 levers that are spread around the map. You must then all pull the levers at the same time to spawn him. I'll pop a picture of the lever locations on the screen. Now, you do have to pull them at the same time, but there is a grace period of 5 to 10 seconds, so don't stress too much if you are a second behind. If you pull all the levers successfully at the same time, a zone-wide announcement will appear in the Ringing Deeps. If you fail to activate them, you can try again in 30 seconds. Lurking the Deeps will spawn in this area right here. He will spawn 1 minute after the announcement, giving all players a chance to head over there and get a chance of obtaining the Rufus mount. This can drop once a day per character, so good luck getting this. I think they're super cool, really unique, and they just look great. Next up is the Machine Defense Unit 111. Now, I do love this mount. It's so cool looking, and I really want a form of this mount in some way. The Mythic Plus one is even cooler. It's probably the best Mythic Plus mount you can get, you know, ever. But in order to try and grab this mount, you need to do the Awakening Machine event in the Ringing Deeps. All you need to do is head over to the event, survive the waves of mods, kill the final boss. After doing this, you can head back out, collect your rewards in the treasure chest, and hopefully, if you're lucky, you will have gotten your brand new Machine Defense Unit mount. This is a once a week event, so choose your highest geared character, and best of luck with you getting the mount. Next up is the Dauntless Imperial Lynx mount. Now, I was lucky enough to get this mount after like 2 bags randomly when I was doing these quests. So really early on, I was super excited because it is super cool. The only thing is that it doesn't fly, which I'm so sad about. And this one isn't too hard, I would say, to get either, but it also does require just a bit of luck and a bit of time. The drop chance is about 1 in 100, so it's definitely possible. The Dauntless Imperial Lynx drops from the Lamplighter supply satchels that you get from participating in the Spreading a Light World event in the Hallerfall. Once you're level 80, now, if you look in the area of the map, you need to do the blue exclamation mark quest, and these will give you your satchels. You can get satchels just by doing events in the area. There's a few world quests that are spawned around that area as well that give satchels. So, you know, you can do them too. So basically, just head into the area, do everything you can, grab the satchels, and hopefully you'll get your mount like I did in 2 bags. Simple as. Now, this one is quick and easy. Really, the Swarmite Skyhunter mount is obtained by completing the Kazalgar Glyph Hunter achievement, which is literally just flying around, getting all the glyphs in the map. I'm sure there'll be add-ons like Zygors or multiple others that can help you find these glyphs really easily. And afterwards, you'll be rewarded with a pretty cool mount. So have fun getting these glyphs. Trick as well, this mount changes its look if you have Arachnophobia mode on, which is a little bit cool. And there we have it, you absolute sweats. Some mounts you can get in the War Within right now with a little bit of grinding and luck. Now, there's more going to be released in Season 1, so we'll make a separate video on that. We might even do some individual videos on these as well to make them more clear, but I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Come and check us out over on Twitch. It's been a pleasure.